welcome our guests. He's won multiple Canadian Comedy Awards, or as we call them, participation trophies. Comedian Nathan McIntosh. Whenever I read his name, I get the sudden urge to do today's jumble. Comedian Shillue Agar. Look who's outnumbered now. Co-host of Outnumbered, Meghan McCain. And he stays strapped like Anne Hesh. Sitting right next to me is the host of the Anthony Cumia Show on Compound Media, Anthony Cumia. Okay, let's start the show. President Trump gets less than 5 hours of sleep a night, and I think it shows. He gets a lot of stuff done, that's what I'm saying. The president told Bill O'Reilly he typically works until midnight or 1 a.m.
How many hours a day you working?
I'm working long hours, right up till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning.
What time do you get up?
5 o'clock.
After waking up, he eats, reads the newspaper, and does yoga. Actually, he watches cable news while doing his yoga. In his 2004 book, Think Like a Billionaire, Trump advised, don't sleep any more than you have to. And at a campaign event last November, he said this.
I'm not a big sleeper. Like 3 hours, 4 hours, I toss and turn, I think, I beep. I want to find out what's going on.
Bottom line, if you get a good night's rest, you're a loser. I think this is fascinating. Anthony,
beep, bada boop.
I know
he wants you to talk. Bada beep, bada boop.
What does he mean by beep, bada boop?
I don't know what it is. It's some kind of policy.
I thought he was checking the devices. That's what he meant.
Maybe checking
like
devices.
He wakes up, boop, boop, pop, pop.
That could work.
Yeah.
This is like I could relate to this because when I was doing morning radio, I kept the same hours.
Yep.
And I've made great decisions.
Wait a minute. Although you went to bed late, then you got up wicked early. But then did you get a nap in the afternoon?
Yes, I would go home from the show and take a nap because, it's just, all those jokes are exhausting. I needed a nap.
you gotta wind down.
Yeah.
Well, look, I don't know. I mean, what do you need, Meghan? I need like almost 9.
I need a lot of sleep. If I don't get a lot of sleep, I can become quite I don't know if I can say this on TV, not a nice person. And I can get very moody and very hangry. So I'm actually impressed he doesn't need a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm a little worried that he's lonely at the White House because Melania's not there and Barron isn't there. And there are weird reports about him walking around in his bathrobe in the White House. So I think that he should maybe get some friends over, some of his guy friends, maybe have Melania come in for the weekend. Because I don't sleep well when my boyfriend isn't with me. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, she's not there. He's got to, cuddle up, and read the paper. What do you think, Shillue?
Listen, I have a hard time sleeping when my cat's wheezing too loud, so I can't imagine what it's like having protests outside your door day and night and people screaming and crying and yelling no at the top of their lungs. But there is a theory that the less sleep you get, genius people don't sleep a lot. Mm-hmm. And clearly we now know that it is a theory. It is not set in stone.
Well, look, there's a lot of famous people, Nathan. Jay Leno said he only slept 4 hours a night. And it seems like a certain type of person, you know what I mean? I think it's it's people who don't worry a lot. I don't think, I don't think it's...
I don't think it's afford cars.
Rich.
This is what you're really getting at. The rich people who can buy a lot of things. I just kind of think if this is what he's able to do on 4 hours of sleep, we're kind of lucky he doesn't get a full 8. Because who knows what sort of turmoil there would be.
Well, no, I mean, you're making sense to me, Nathan. I mean, Anthony, he kind of hit the ground running. He's signing this. You see him showing those bills. He's signing bills and executive orders like crazy.
It's so obvious that this guy is a workaholic.
Yeah.
That's what he does. If anything, we're going to get our money's worth from him as far as actual hours put in.
Yeah.
If he punched a time clock there. That was very sad, though, like him walking around the White House, though. I'll play him on online, like video games. Maybe we could play Battlefield 1.
I don't know if he has. Does he have any buddies? The way you said that, it made me think he doesn't seem to have any pals.
I mean, I'm sure he has like some guy friends he can like bring over to the White House.
Kanye, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I will say that there are pictures that have come out of President Obama windsurfing on Richard Branson's island.
Yeah.
It just made me angry of how much time President Obama took off and how much time he spent golfing and relaxing. relaxing. So it is nice that we have a president who seems to be a workaholic. And I have heard the theory that geniuses can't turn their brains off in the middle of the night. So maybe he just has a hard time unplugging.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing is the people who do sleep less, they just have a different cycle. You know, like I said, you go back to Jay Leno, the guy, like he did the Tonight Show for years and years. He had a pretty grueling schedule. He only slept a few hours. I mean, But
it was from 11 p.m. till 1 a.m. that he was sleeping. Kidding. I love Jay.
Right. Moving on. Since Trump's election, everything's political, even cute animal Twitter accounts. Emergency Puppy has 600,000 followers and a strong anti-Trump bent, which may be why the president refers to it as the failing emergency puppy account. Here's a typical post. This puppy believes that education is the greatest defense against tyranny. Other similar accounts have joined the resistance, like We Rate Dogs, which posted this corgi photo with the text, "Help him, POTUS." Of course, many followers aren't happy with puppy Twitter turning political. When We Rate Dogs posted a pic from the Women's March, one guy replied, "Way to politicize your account. Glad to know I can't even see cute dogs without having this march shoved down my throat." And this week, when they showed a dog reunited with his owner after she was stuck in Iran because of the travel ban, a man wrote, "Just a suggestion here, but stick to cute dogs doing cute and leave out the politics." We Rate Dogs wrote back, "Just a suggestion here, but F off."
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
They do more than rate dogs. Meanwhile, and this surprised me, Kitten Twitter is totally pro-Trump. That kitten spoke for a lot of Americans. Yeah. Shillue, what's happening here? I mean, I feel like I can't enjoy these cute pet photos anymore.
It's a sad world we're living in, Tom, when puppy Twitter accounts are no longer fair and balanced, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they're going crazy with this. I follow this account. I saw a picture the other day of an entire Chihuahua family on the other side of a wall. It was very sad.
Yeah.
Bummed me out, and then it made me say, "Aw," because they all had hats on, and it was cute. But listen, this is why cats and dogs have been fighting for years. Hillary, Trump, it doesn't surprise me, you know, and it's going to continue, and everybody's going to try and get an angle in to let their voice be heard. But the puppies are really suffering here.
Well, I don't know why it's dogs. Why do you think, Megan? To me, I feel like the dogs would be pro-Trump. I don't know. That's in my own mind.
I have no idea. I don't follow animal anything on the internet. I find it like a little ridiculous, actually.
Wait a minute.
People's obsession with animals on the internet. I'm sorry. Probably just angered half of your audience. But
no.
I will say I am so exhausted with everything in the world being political that apparently, like, I'm making a political statement if I'm riding in an Uber or buying a Starbucks. No, maybe I'm just trying to get someplace and stay caffeinated.
Yeah.
And it is exhausting. I think people should stay in their lanes, which is why I actually really loved Lady Gaga's halftime performance, because she didn't make it political. She didn't say anything about Donald Trump, and America collectively loved her. So why is it so difficult to look at dog pictures or, you know, listen to music anymore without bringing up Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton?
It's so true, and I loved that performance. But then the next day, they'll go inside it and find political stuff.
People were criticizing her for not making it political on the left.
Yes.
And you wasted your opportunity. Beyonce is the only one that used their opportunity for political good. And I'm telling you, if anyone makes anything super political, I am one of these people that still doesn't see Tom Hanks movies because he's so I legitimately will not see them anymore. And I know he's like America's favorite actor.
Yeah.
Or Susan Sarandon movies because I can't watch it without thinking like these people hate me and what I stand for.
Yeah, I mean, and Tom Hanks isn't even one of the worst. He kind of almost tries to play it.
He had this whole like game change diatribe. That I was like, you're dead to me.
The political overtones in Bachelor Party were just. I will not deal with it. Not anymore.
But Anthony, I think someone told me you run the pro-Trump cat account. Is that it?
Yes, I do. I was the one that was spelling out, having my cat trained to spell out Hillary's name in the cat box. And I would just scoop it up. No, I've got into some really amazing debates, I guess you could call them, on Twitter and social media and whatnot. And then when I've had enough and it's really heated, I post like a cute, adorable kitten video out of nowhere, and it just throws people. So I don't agree with politicizing this. We need some kind of, breath to take.
Take the air out of it, right?
That's it. You ever see a cat? You put your finger down and you can spin them on the floor and they don't even care.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
They love it. I think they like the friction that it
or
causes.
something.
Yeah.
Or they're dead. They don't know. It's adorable.
Nathan? I think it's true. You know, it's not just the cats and things like that. These are real companies out there. You know, big American companies. They're coming out with anti-Trump. Some people with the pro-Trump. I don't like it.
I mean, I guess companies is a different sort of thing, and they can kind of make decisions. It might be good, might be bad. But the dog thing, we can just let dogs be dogs. You know, a dog already is wearing a sign, and that is, I'm a dog. I'm here to party.
Yeah.
There's no reason to put another thing of like, just let a dog be a dog.
I guess you're right. I mean, I think the Trump people should go ahead and they're going to create their own accounts too, right? Because dogs are cute. That's why they're doing it. You know what? I think they started this whole cute dog thing. It was politics from the beginning. I think George Soros runs these accounts. He got them. He sucked them in with the 600,000 subscribers, and he just gave them cute dogs. And then he's going to go all political.
Whoever could politicize mommy and baby otter swimming, that wins.
Oh yeah,
that wins on their backs and they're swimming.
I liked that video.
It's got there's a vaguely libertarian message in there.
Yes, I think so.
I'm just not going to be lectured on education by an animal that eats its own poop. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm old-fashioned.
I know. They should learn. Should we be phoning E.T.? A growing number of astronomers want to do more than listen to the stars. They want to put out a message to potentially intelligent civilizations. To that end, a new organization called Breakthrough Initiatives plans to solicit ideas from around the world about what to say and how to send it. Supporters of the effort argue that if we make first contact, aliens could, for example, share cool new technology with us. But others have reservations. One physicist says any civilization detecting our presence is likely to be technologically very advanced and may not be disposed to treat us nicely. And Stephen Hawking has famously argued against contact. If aliens ever visit us, I think the outcome would be much as when Christopher Columbus first landed in America. Which I don't really understand.
Does that mean
worked out fine for me.
Darlene?
Easy for him to say.
Oh, no, it wasn't actually.
But if we do send a message to aliens, what should it be? Breakthrough Initiatives Advisory Panel argues the best message would be a picture, one that represents the people of Earth. We came up with a couple of suggestions. Oh, that's good. Look at those. Here's another. I guess that works too, in a way. Nathan, first of all, should we be reaching out to these civilizations if we don't know what's out there?
No. There's no reason to do that. We haven't figured out a lot of stuff what's going on here. We've given money to shows like 16 and Pregnant. We're going to give money to that Cash Me Outside lady to have her own show where she walks around punching people in the face. We need to have people figuring out why we do that before we reach out into the stars and see what aliens are up to.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. I mean, it makes sense. Anthony, let's just talk about Star Trek, right?
Oh, of course.
Now, how many of those civilizations that they came across were friendly or, worked out well?
None. Everything was conflict. They were usually more advanced than us, even though we were crazy advanced in Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then the ones that weren't as advanced, we couldn't do anything anyway because of the Prime Directive, which Kirk always skirted. Let's be real here. He did. Come on, he found a way around it.
He shouldn't have been captain.
Yeah, no.
The way he acted.
And then even the movie, V'ger, if you remember, we put some stuff on that and sent it out. So we already have been trying to communicate with pictures, and I think there's a record album on there.
Yeah.
Or something. Slim Whitman?
Yes.
I think it was. No, I don't know.
He was a big seller.
Bigger than the Beatles and Elvis combined, from what the infomercial said back in the 70s. I think if aliens came here, we really have to, we can't think too much of ourselves. We would be like bugs. They'd come with like Raid human spray. Yeah. Human and fly. And that would be it. We're done.
I didn't, what Stephen Hawking said about Columbus, I mean, that did work out okay. I mean, it's the United States of America. It's a great place, right, Megan?
So I'm from Arizona, as you know, and in Phoenix in 1997, the most significant alien encounter in the United States ever happened. It was called the Phoenix Lights, and anyone can Google it, and there were a bunch of alien lights that surrounded mountains in Arizona. Yeah. I distinctly remember it as a child. Scared the living crap out of me.
You saw it with your eyes?
Yes, I lived in Phoenix, Arizona when I was growing up, and it scared everyone. The governor later came out in an alien costume. Long story short, he did making a joke of it, Governor Symington at the time. Long story short, I'm obsessed with alien stories, obsessed with alien encounters. If you have an alien story, please tweet it to me. I always want to hear it. I always want to know what's going on. But I agree with you that if they came here, they would harvest us and eat our brains, and everything would be over. So I don't want them to come.
And that's the Columbus.
I don't want to experience it, but I want to know if you have.
That's the Columbus reference, right? We would all be dead. Columbus killed the people that he saw in the land that he found.
Well,
we would be those people. Aliens or Columbus, we're toast.
That's what he was saying.
So it's good for the aliens, and we're gone.
Oh, I thought he meant there'd be a day where we have an alien sale for cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I get it.
But Shillue, I don't trust these aliens. I never did. I don't like the way they look. I didn't like the nice ones. Going back to the Spielberg movie when they're all holding, I wouldn't hold hands with those things. They were
Close
gross.
Encounters?
Yeah.
But you know what? You look at the old days, I mean, they were riding bikes with us. They were playing songs for us. It was a lot friendlier vibe out there. You know what I mean? Now,
eating M&Ms with us.
But really, what are we afraid of? That aliens are going to come here, they're going to hate us and want to destroy us? If that's the case, take a number and get in line, aliens. We're the US of A, and we pissed everybody off, and everybody wants to dance. So wait your turn. We'll get to you when we get to you.
Yeah.
And as far as the message, send them the Cash Me Outside clip. I think that's the message that really encapsulates us where we're at.
That girl's lasting 2 days on this show. It's really amazing.
Crazy.
But you know what would get us? The thing is, maybe even if they're not going to shoot us with their ray guns or something, the thing we got to be careful of is viruses, germs.
Well,
right?
they do too.
Bacteria.
You might remember a movie where a common cold killed all of them.
Yeah.
I don't remember the title, but I remember the movie.
Well, it was War of the Worlds, right? They got the it was like some kind of fungus or something like that.
Something like that.
Conflict will ensue when Howie Mandel refuses to shake hands with the aliens, and they'll take it as an insult, and then that's when all hell is going to break loose.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even like going to Mars. You know, pick up a rock there. Who knows what? Like they say, oh, there's water on Mars. Well, you know, when there's water, there's germs in there.
That's right.
You got to wash your hands after you go to Mars.
We're not going to Mars.
No. Coming up. Is co-ed a cappella the biggest threat to life as we know it? The answer after the break. I don't think I'll ever forget it. The Women Poofs of Yale University have been an all-male a cappella group for, as you know, more than a century. Now there's a petition to try to get them to admit women. The Whiffenpoofs, of course, would like to remain as they are, citing reasons like tradition, camaraderie, and the desire to avoid cooties. The petition's authors say signing it will give students a chance to, quote, dismantle these archaic structures of power based on bodies alone. And claims we need to ask what kind of world we want to build together. But Yale has many female-only groups, like As You Know, Something Extra, and Women Rhythm, and of course mixed groups, like Mixed Company and Shades, and even a Christian group, Living Water. And don't forget the Spizwinks, the bad boys of Yale a cappella. Should they be all dismantled? I don't think so. Many women on campus would prefer separate groups. Zoya Alfredi, who sings with Women Rhythm, opposes the petition and says integrating the Whiffenpoofs dismisses the idea that there is value in single-sex organizations. Well said, Zoya. I think I know what you mean. A cappella is for dudes. Now, Megan, they have lots of groups at Yale. Whiffenpoofs is the oldest one. This petition wants to break it down, but like this woman said, I mean, is there room for, single-sex groups?
Yes, 100%. I think there are definitely many things on college campuses and in life that should remain all male and all female. I don't even think women should be in combat in wars, so I'm probably the wrong woman to sit here and spout some kind of feminist agenda, but I hate stuff like this. I think it's why Donald Trump won. I think this campus reform crap is exactly why Donald Trump is president.
Well, I mean...
Let the men sing.
Let the men sing. But the combat is interesting because what is the main reason for that? I want to hear that.
Because I think men have an instinction to protect women before they protect men in war, in times of war. Mm-hmm. And men that I know and I'm close to who have fought agree with me. And I think to sort of deny that there are innate differences between being a man and being a woman and the experience of being a man and being a woman is kind of ridiculous.
I have said that on this show that I think it's not that women can't take it. It's that the guys might, they get a little goofy out there and they want to protect the woman. I've said that. People laugh at me on the show when I say that, Megan, so I'm glad you said it.
Yes, and there's that motivation that you're protecting the woman back home.
Yeah.
When you're out there. That's part of the whole motivation. I think this is ridiculous. This is the epitome of an example of where you should not let women in just because they want a sound that is just guys singing.
Yeah.
Perhaps they don't want to change the sound of it by adding a girl's voice in there. I could see if they want to masculine it up a little bit, adding some girls to it. Because, wow. That might be one reason. But for the most part, let the guys just have their own little singy club.
Yeah, come on, Nathan, it's Yale, right? It's tradition. I mean, guys want to can guys not get together and do anything anymore?
I don't know, man. Me and my friends get together every weekend and we sing some a cappella, shirtless, covered in oil. And the last thing I want is any woman anywhere getting involved. So I say keep them out. Keep them way out. Not even, you know what? Don't even let them watch the men sing the a cappella. It's men singing, men watching.
How does the oil help exactly? Does it help?
You're like greased up, you're shiny.
It's aesthetic.
Your vocal cords are a little more lubed up from the outside.
I see. That's interesting. Shillue, you look like an a cappella guy to me.
It's first of all, I go way back with the Whiff and Poofs. I've been a big fan for many years. I'm an OG poofer. A lot of people know that on the streets about me. I don't look. You got the women groups on campus already. Big fan of one of the women groups on campus. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They're called Nothing's Wrong. Why would you think something's wrong? So they're a great group. And listen, my saying, and I know the Whiff and Poofs back me up, bros before young, intelligent women starting out in life.
Yeah. But what about the argument? Now you have this kind of Title IX stuff, at schools, and the Whiff and Poofs get more money than everybody else, and they mention that in the petition. Anything there, Megan?
All of this stuff I just find really ridiculous. I think it's totally fine for there to be all men clubs, all women's clubs on campus for different things. Are they not going to be allowed to have sororities and fraternities anymore? Of all the things to focus on in life, let the all-male a cappella group at Yale enjoy themselves. They certainly look like they have a rowdy, wild time from those pictures. So let them enjoy it and move on.
Can I just ask, where does the money go for an a cappella
tuxedo
group? Is that what it is? Just tuxedos?
Yeah. Well,
there's no instruments, there's no band. Like, what's the? Yeah, I get. Okay,
but
traveling,
touring as well. Yeah,
the bus.
In fact, if I'm correct, the Whiff and Poofs, they go to school for 5 years because they take 1 year off to tour the world.
Is that true?
Amazing.
Yeah, they take a whole year to tour the world.
Do you know them because you're in an a cappella group?
I know. I mean, I'm in the a cappella world, so I know people who have sung with them, and the Brown groups and all this stuff.
You're
like
a very
that,
big deal in the a cappella world.
I mean,
Travels in those circles.
It's barbershop. To me, that's like a cappella for real. Yeah. Coming up, halftime with TV's Andy Levy, and a brand new episode of the Red Eye Podcast is available now. Subscribe on iTunes and on FoxNewsRadio.com. Welcome back. Time to find out what we got wrong and what we missed from TV's Andy Levy over in the Red Eye News Deck. Hey, Andy.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
Good.
Happy Friday.
Friday.
Yep.
There it is.
Gotta love it. Trump only sleeps 4 or 5 hours a night. First of all, I would kill to sleep 4 or 5 hours a night.
You have trouble sleeping.
I do. Trump seems pretty low energy to me if he's getting that much sleep. Kind of sad. Anthony, you said you didn't know what Trump was saying when he said the bada beep, bada boop. Was that like a Joe Pesci thing, almost?
Sonny Corleone, I think, to Michael.
Maybe. Yeah.
He wants to talk.
Yeah, exactly. Megan, you said you need a lot of sleep or you become a not nice person.
I was going to say but
no, I know.
I don't know if I can say that on TV.
No, you can. What is a lot of sleep, though?
Like you, Tom, like 8 hours a night.
Oh, okay.
If I get like 5 or 6, I turn into a maniac.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So I guess I'm the opposite of Trump.
Yeah. Shillue, you said there's a theory that geniuses don't sleep a lot. It's not so much geniuses as it is very, very ambitious people, according to studies. There are studies that have shown that brilliant people actually get good night's sleep.
Well, thanks for being a jerk, Andy.
Sure. Appreciate it. Absolutely. On the other hand, Shillue, there are also studies that show that a lot of smart people are night owls. They're up very late.
Mm-hmm. So I got a shot.
Yeah. Tom, you said Jay Leno only slept 4 hours a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because nighttime is the best time for plotting. Puppy Twitter is now anti-Trump. Megan, you won't see Tom Hanks movies?
No, I hate
really?
Tom
Of all
Hanks.
people?
I'm the only woman in the planet. I think I'm like the only American that doesn't like Tom Hanks, but I don't.
Why do you hate Sully?
I didn't see Sully.
He's an American hero.
I like Sully the captain. I mean, he is an American hero, but I don't like Tom Hanks. Sorry. You look up his politics, seriously Google it. He's a total leftist.
As opposed to every other actor.
I know,
You must not see many movies.
It's personal as well. I will say that
all right.
too, so.
Okay. Anthony, you said you've gotten into some amazing debates on Twitter.
Oh, yes.
Is that what you're calling them now?
Yeah. Politically correct way to say it.
Nathan, you said, come on, can't we just let dogs be dogs? I agree, and it'll be interesting to see if these accounts, these cute puppy accounts, lose a lot of followers over this. But I think the way it works is you start a cute dog Twitter and you get a bunch of followers, and then you somehow think, oh, people want to hear my political opinions.
Yeah, you get drunk with power.
Yeah, exactly.
When people just want to see your dog like lick a thing or fall or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Should we go looking for aliens? Tom, you mentioned Stephen Hawking as a prominent voice against trying to contact aliens, which is true. But interestingly, he is on the board of, that Breakthrough Initiatives, the ones who are sponsoring the $1 million prize. He's on the board of one of their projects, Breakthrough Starshot, which is aiming to demonstrate proof of concept for ultra-fast, light-driven nanocrafts. So, he needs to make up his mind. He wants us to go to the stars, but he doesn't want us to contact anybody.
So, he's a hypocrite.
He also likes strip clubs.
He does?
Wow. It's my favorite thing, interesting fact about him. Yeah. Google it.
Yeah.
Good for him. It's almost as if he's male.
Weird.
It's just not a person you would think of attending.
I would. I definitely would. Man in a wheelchair, for sure.
Nathan, you basically said we need to get our own act together before we start reaching out to other races and stuff like that.
Not races, aliens.
Well, alien races is what I mean.
Okay, yeah, alien races. We just say races. I'm like, we can talk to races, but
no,
aliens.
Alien races.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe they can help us.
No. No, I don't think they can help us. I think we've done a lot of damage on our own.
You have proven me wrong.
There you go.
Yeah, I accept that. Anthony, you mentioned that Kirk always violated the Prime Directive. Yeah, he definitely was not a strict constructionist.
No. He was constantly getting in there. He should just, these people, we can't do anything. Let's leave.
Yeah.
Leave.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week with an episode.
Yeah.
Because we can't touch this planet. But then it's if we just phaser blast the whole planet.
Right.
And then they wake up later and we're gone. Yeah. I'll go home.
And he didn't even tiptoe around it. It wasn't like he found a loophole. He just looked at it and said, F that. It's ridiculous.
I hear the Ninth Circuit Court is a little angry at some of his shenanigans on other worlds.
Yep. Megan, you said you're obsessed with alien stories.
I am.
Do you believe they've been here already?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've heard a lot of compelling arguments about people seeing things.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Sure.
Can't your dad get them to open the files?
Okay, for real, I beg him all the time. Every time I get drunk around him, I ask, tell me if you've seen anything alien related. Yeah. And he thinks it's the stupidest question I ever asked. But I'm yes, if anyone has any evidence that it exists, I would love to see it.
He says, yes, James Carville.
Shillue, your attitude seems to be, what are we afraid of with the aliens?
Yeah.
I agree. I say make Earth great again.
That's right. That's right.
Enough of this.
Yeah, let's let go of that log and see what's down the river.
Yeah.
What the hell? What do we got to lose at this
point? Anthony, you talked about a movie where the aliens ended up dying of the common cold, which, as Tom correctly pointed out, was the original War of the Worlds. The one that always got me was Signs, the Shyamalan movie, where it turned out the aliens couldn't stand water.
Yeah. Spoiler.
The same aliens who invaded a planet whose surface is 70% water.
Yeah.
What a horrible planet to invade, especially in a solar system where there's a bunch of planets that have no water on it and no people to conquer.
Yeah. Dumbest aliens ever.
Oh, M. Night Shyamalan. That's his movie.
I hear he's liberal. Not watching his movies.
And let's see, should the Whiffen proofs be forced to go co-ed? All I can say is kudos to the panel for pretending to care about this story.
Thanks, Andy.
I thought that was kind of amazing. And just lastly, Nathan, you said you and your friends get together on the weekends and sing some a cappella while covered in oil.
Yeah.
We got a lot of tweets about this from people wanting to know more.
What songs?
Just more information, I think.
I mean, we lather ourselves. It's like a two-man, like I'm doing a guy while he's doing me. You can take that however you want, Fox. We sing Genuine's Pony to start, and then usually end on a little Celine Dion. Is that enough?
Right. Yeah, no, that works.
Okay, cool, thank you.
All right, absolutely.
Genuine.
I'm going out on that.
Wow. Thank you, Eddie. Yep. Coming up, cute cuddly bunnies. The Playboy Club returns next. New York City nightlife is about to be hopping again. 30 years after its demise, a brand new Playboy Club is scheduled to open just a few blocks from Times Square. Just like in its heyday, the club will have a lounge, restaurant, the bunnies, of course, and a ball pit. Gotta have a ball pit, right? A Playboy Enterprises spokesman promises it'll be one of the most chic and sophisticated venues in the world. But some industry analysts aren't sure the bunny brand is still relevant. One travel expert notes, "We live in this era when thousands of women are gathering in marches to protest. I'm not sure the zeitgeist is right for Playboy now." And another says Playboy has the word anachronism written all over it. Guess who's not getting invited to the Playboy Club? Those two squares. Anthony?
Yeah.
I mean, look, these guys are using words like zeitgeist. I don't think they're the Playboy Club type.
No. Oh, God. Just, first of all, I don't think it'll work just because that those are days gone by.
Yeah. Why, though? What is it?
Because you can't go in there and just give her a little smack on the behind and go, "Hey, honey, how about another Harvey Wallbanger?" You know, it's like, those days are gone. And that was kind of, you know, like the Mad Men kind of atmosphere. So that whole thing's gone. You know, trying to bring it back as a novelty place in Times Square or something, give it up. Yeah.
You don't think
I'll go to the Hustler Club.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the real deal, right?
Right.
But I don't know. The thing is, the Times Square location makes me think they are going for that tourist, and they're going for the retro, and that it's not going to be like a serious type of thing. What do you think, Megan?
If it's like cheesy and Vegas-y, I think it's a mistake. But I think if you go like vintage 1950s, like it was when it originally launched, which by the way is what I think they should do to the magazine as well, and make it more tasteful, then I actually think there's an audience for that. One of the jobs I had wished I had was when they relaunched Playboy, I wanted to like help rebrand it as like a sophisticated throwback to what it was in the 50s, and I thought like having a conservative woman attached to it would have been good.
Would have been good.
I hope that they rebrand it in a very sophisticated way, because if you actually look at really old photos of Hugh Hefner and the bunnies, it's very tasteful by today's standards.
Yes, it is. It is that Mad Men kind of thing. And the name, Shillue, Playboy still has, it's not a dirty thing.
Oh, the mud flaps are still being sold, Tom.
Yes, exactly.
People are still buying them. But, you know, how are you going to compete in Times Square these days? You know, Playboy, correct me if I'm wrong, they're just all articles these days, right? They don't even show skin anymore.
They took the nude away from but I think they're going to bring them back. It was like...
Well, you better hope so. If you want to sell some magazines, I would think so.
Because there's an allure to not seeing it all.
Well, yeah, what are you going to do? You're going to go into this club and they're going to just wear sandwich board signs with great articles on them? Like... Plus, you'll see,
the 50s, it might be cool.
You could see more skin from the naked cowboy right outside the venue. You got, you know, chicks body painted in broad daylight out there.
It's true. You know, so you can see less, but that's the thing is, do they need the tails in the ears? That's what I'm wondering, Nathan.
No.
No, that's the thing is, it seems a little silly to me, making a woman put on a tail and ears.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, all I really know is, I mean, I probably won't be going there unless, when I was like 13, I found my grandfather's like a Playboy, and I mean, I was, you know, real lit up. So if they can recreate that, I'll walk right in those doors the minute it opens.
Recreate that moment, that moment of discovery.
The moment of discovery, the moment of being 13 and just being like, you know, I gotta go hide for a couple of days.
Yeah. That'd be, you know, it's like maybe it'll be, you know, dads and their sons, their 11-year-old sons.
Telling the dad things that the dad hasn't seen. Ever hear the internet? Oh boy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to go to a place and the women had cat suits on. It was lovely. We used to just sit there, have our cocktails.
There's a little shelter.
No, it was very tasteful. They were kind of sophisticated looking women, almost like, you know, very slick New York women, but it was mostly guys who went there because the waitresses looked great, but it wasn't dirty. It was just wonderful.
Yeah, that's gone. I think this is going to be kind of like a Hooters thing, you know. Really cheap. They're going to be out there in Times Square taking pictures with kids next to Elmo.
I think my image of like a sophisticated high-end place with lots of money dumped into design is probably not what's going to happen in Times Square.
Yeah.
By the way, Tom, it sounded like you were at Cats, the actual show.
No,
I don't know.
Maybe you were. Were you at the Winter Garden?
You know what? I was in the lobby of the Winter Garden. You're right. Still good. Okay, coming up, a big change for in-flight entertainment. Hope your tray tables are upright and in the locked position. Thanks, Red Eye, Bonnie McFarlane, Dave Smith, Yanis Pappas, and Michael Malice. Looks like angry liberals aren't the only things airlines are saying goodbye to. The TV screen of the headrest on the chair that you kick could soon be gone. Aviation experts believe the technology will become obsolete at some point in the coming years as more people fly with their own devices. Last month, American Airlines announced they won't be installing the black screens on any of their new planes, and that losing the little monitors will save roughly $3 million per jet. Instead, the airline plans to add power outlets and a free online movie library to watch mid-flight, provided you pay the $16 for the Wi-Fi. That's a bargain, right? Anthony, I don't know if I like this. I like those screens. I put my device away or I charge it.
I don't want to have to make or remember to bring my own device or charge it or anything like that. I kind of like it. And at that point, why not just take everything out? Oh, who needs Windows? Watch a plain window video from your device. Just put it next to the wall and go, oh, look, we're flying.
You know what? They want to do that. The windows cost money. They're taking the windows out. They said they want to project
take the
windows.
Seats out, take the windows out, put us in there like Ben-Hur, the slave ship.
The guy drumming.
We'll crank the jet engines with the guy drumming. Come on, give us something. Give us a little something.
I know. I mean, look, I think should they remove them, Megan?
No, I love the little TVs, especially when you can watch like live the news and movies and TV shows. I think it's ridiculous. I don't have one of, like, I have a small phone and I don't carry around devices where I can just watch TV all the time.
Yeah.
I also think just airline travel in general has become such a horrible experience from beginning to end in every conceivable way. When I was over Thanksgiving flying, I was the only person on my plane, okay, it was a very early flight, that wasn't wearing my pajamas. So
I know.
It makes me insane. It's not socially acceptable to wear literal pajamas like the button down with pants on an airline flight. So I hate the entire experience of flying. And all those people that are yelling at Trump supporters, like that woman, the photo you showed, they're insufferable people that act like idiots on airlines all the time.
Yeah. If I could go back to the Playboy story, this is why that can't work. People used to wear suits and ties on planes. Like, there aren't people with that mindset anymore. Honey, we're flying today. Put on your gown.
No, they don't do it. Shillue, you look at the way you dress now. What do you look like on a plane?
Oh my gosh.
I'm in a Snuggie from head to toe. No, I think, look, take them out, because here's something that really bothers me is the tightwad that won't pay the $4 for the headphones and stares at my screen and can't hear what I'm watching. That I want to punch that person in the face so bad. That drives me crazy. I like that they can save $3 million per jet, because that way maybe when we land, I don't have to clean up the plane for you. I'm not doing your job. And maybe I can get a pillow without investing my credit card.
They make you work now, don't they? They make you help clean up.
They do make you work. They make you do a lot of things. I think if they're going to take out the TVs, have more Trump protesters. You know, something to watch. I got no more movies. Let me see somebody yell about that. He only gets 4 hours of sleep the whole flight.
Very special thanks, Nathan McIntosh, Shillue Agar, Megan McCain, and Anthony Cumia. That does it for me, Tom Shillue, and I'll say bye-bye.
You may not be a prepper now.